It's perilously easy to dismiss the difference between the regular and plus-sized iPhones as one of, well, size. After all, one's got a 4.7-inch screen and the other has a 5.5-inch panel. But right from the start, there's been more to it than just that, and even the original iPhone 6 Plus offered an extra in the form of its camera's optical image stabilization. Well, now with the iPhone 7, optical stabilization is standard across the family, but the Plus still has some tricks in its own, both in the form of extra RAM and one radical camera upgrade, combining a pair of two 12-megapixel sensors. That gives the camera a choice between telephoto and wide-angle lenses, while also offering an optical zoom to get a closer look at the action. We'll be taking a much more detailed look at camera performance in our full review. For now though, I'm Stephen Shank with Phone Arena, bringing you my initial unboxing of the Apple iPhone 7 Plus. We've already taken a look at the 4.7-inch iPhone 7. Now we finally have gotten our hands on its big brother, the 5.5-inch iPhone 7 Plus. Right by looking at these boxes, you see the big difference between these two phones spelled out clear as day. On the 7, we have Apple's new 12-megapixel main camera here, while the 7 Plus gets a dual camera arrangement, a pair of 12-megapixel shooters, one wide angle, one telephoto. Now you've already seen the iPhone 7 in some detail now with our full review and everything, so let's put this guy to the side and get right into the iPhone 7 Plus. That's what you came to see today. Packaging coming apart just like it did for the 7. And you know, this shouldn't be any surprise, we're expecting exactly the same breakdown of stuff in the box. So let's waste no more time getting into this here. Our standard packaging with the intro, a quick overview of some of the features here, 3D touch, a sleep wake button, your warranty card, and Apple's good old stickers. Love to see that. I'm gonna slap them on our laptop. That'll be great fun. Put this off to the side, keep going into the packaging here. The phone itself. There we go. Oh, and there's that camera bump. Man, that is imposing, I guess is the right word there. This is the 7 Plus in the matte black. We're going to get our hands on jet black. I don't think anyone's getting their hands on jet black unless they're waiting until November or something at this point. Let's get into the phone. Yeah. Peel this protective coating off. Oh, that's great fun. Who doesn't love that? That is pretty. Yeah, you know, even if the back isn't glossy, the front is. That's something. You jet black owners of everything to brag about. Yeah, that's pretty. That's beautiful. Okay, just like on the iPhone 7, we have our same arrangement of buttons and ports, meaning, of course, no more headphone jack on the bottom. That's lightning only for the earpods. We can deal with this. You know, it's controversial. We will get over it. I think everyone else will too. Yes, it sucks you can't charge your phone while you're listening to the headphones, so that's why you use Bluetooth, or, I don't know, remember to charge and then listen to your music separately. I guess we can learn to schedule things, we're adults. Let's put this guy to the side as it boots up here. Check out the rest of the casing. Power adapter, Natch, headphones. This is gonna be the same lightning connected pair as we saw. Yep, there's our lightning jack. These things, they sound great. I mean, if you use the analog earpods, there's no surprise here. It's just a lightning connector. That's the only difference there. Sucks that you can't use it on your other hardware if you have like a separate audio recorder or something, or an old MP3 player you still use while working out. You're gonna need a separate pair of headphones for that, which is annoying, yeah. But, oh, and we should show this in here. On the other side here, we have our adapter for using existing analog headphones with the 7 Plus, if that's what you're into. We have our USB to lightning cable as well, but that's it for the box here. Nothing else inside. That's fine though. We came to see the phone, so let's get a quick look at this guy. Hello, hey Apple. Just like on the iPhone 7, we have a new home button here. Solid state, it doesn't actually physically click anymore. That's fine though. We can set this guy up so it emulates the feel of that. We have this level 2 now as we press it to get this little kick from the Taptic engine there. Apple's new hardware emulating. Oh, that 3 is a lot stronger. Of course, 1's barely even pressing. We're gonna leave this at 2, we can play with it later. It's basically the same sensation we got on the iPhone 7, no real difference there in feedback. It took a little getting used to on the 7, but we will get used to it on the 7 Plus as well. So we're right into the system. Now, processor-wise, this guy's the same as the 7. It's got the same A10 Fusion. The 7 Plus, though, has the added benefit of extra RAM. While last year, both the 6S and 6S Plus were 2 gig models, this is now a 3 gig LPDDR4, I believe. And it might just change performance. Maybe multitasking will be a little easier on this guy. We'll take a look at that as we get to our full review. Right now, let's compare it just real quick with the iPhone, the 6S Plus from last year. Physically, these guys are identical dimensions. I mean, to the millimeter. Apple says these are the same size and shape. Obviously, camera bump, hugely different on these guys, and the much less visible antenna lines in the new phone. You can see in the light there, the specular reflections. It's up around top here. It's color matched. It's just barely visible there. And yeah, disappearing headphone jack. We will shed a tear. The one difference though with the external, the physicality of these guys, the new 7 Plus is actually lighter than the 6S Plus. Only by, I think, maybe 4 grams or so, but just like the 7 is lighter than the 6S, the 7 Plus is lighter than the 6S Plus. Apple's just making better use of the components. It's packing things in there without having to overload the phone with a lot of heavy duty hardware. And you don't really feel that it's minor. It's 4 grams on a scale of over 100 there, so it's not the biggest thing in the world. But yeah, if you were happy with the size and shape of last year's phone, this is more of the same here. We're gonna spend a lot more time with the iPhone 7 Plus as we start diving into this guy for the full review, seeing what that camera can do. I know everyone's really curious about that. But for now though, this has been a quick unboxing of the iPhone 7 Plus. I'm Stephen Shank with Phone Arena. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for plenty more Apple coverage.